Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey, it's Monday. Hey, you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Good evening, good evening, good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Monday. And if you don't know anything else on this Monday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's a Monday, and I know you probably shouldn't be getting crunk on a Monday. But if y'all had a Monday like I had a Monday, the Monday was kind of crunk for me. A lot going on. So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to take a sip for the Monday. Now, I know y'all got y'all drinks together because I told you that you need to come to Mondays with your drink in hand. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Now, Ricky, oh, Ricky, oh. It's a sip. I don't care what nobody says. It's a sip. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday and it is time for your thought to ponder. I am Titan Capri. I am your host for the next hour or so. Y'all come on in and come talk to me. Let me see some thumbs up. Let me see some hearts. Tap the middle of that screen for those of you over there on TikTok. Y'all come on and check me out. Y'all come on and check me out. So tonight, our topic is going to be tips and tipping. Now, look, y'all, it is a great debate about who does what, how much you should tip, when you should tip, and all of that. But what I think that we should look at the history behind tipping. Oh, y'all wasn't ready for that one. Yeah, we're going to look at the history behind tipping. But y'all know what we like to do before we do anything else. We like to clear the space. So what I want you to do, I want you to take a moment and come with me and breathe. I want you to breathe. Take a moment and acknowledge that your breath is important. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to breathe. You got to breathe, right? That's the way that you actually do it, right? So here's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We like to breathe, right, to clear the space. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to count out the first breath, but I won't count out the second breath or the third breath. But on the third breath, we're going to make some noise. Y'all with me? Now I'm going to move my hands so you know what's going on. Y'all got me? All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready for that? On the count of three, we're going to count it out. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to take the shoulders. I want y'all to move them. Then I want y'all to push them back a little bit, get a little Tina Turner action, rolling. And I want y'all to open that chest up for me. We're going to go for that second breath, right? Now, I want you to think about how your day went today, what's going on in your life, and I want you to breathe through that. Y'all ready? On the count of 3, you ready? I think I heard you say that you were ready. All right. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And out. Let me tell you, you should feel a little tingling sensation going on right about up in here. Where you, Okay. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this last breath, we want you to take this last breath. We want you to think about anything that's bothering you, anything that's coming your way right now. I want you to think about it, and I want you to take it in, acknowledge what it is, and I want you to blow it out. But I want you to blow it to the furthest reaches of the universe. I want you to blow it to the deepest part of the ocean, right? That's what you're going to do. And when you do that, when you blow it out, you're going to make some noise. Okay? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? All right, y'all. Come on. It's that third breath. I want you to make sure that you let the universe know that you're in control. Y'all ready? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And you know what? Look, let me tell you. You sure right. Somebody said, "Look, Richard, is that you? You right. You right. Shut up." No, I'm kidding. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we believe that if you take that breath, you can change what's going on in your life. You can change what's happening in your life. But, ladies and gentlemen, remember that you are in control. When you breathe, that's your life. You are in control. Make sure that you know that you're in control. Take that breath in, acknowledge it, and then blow it out because you're in control. Breathe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go for it. Y'all know that I love a little old groove. Y'all know I love it, right? And have y'all over there. So somebody just said, "Is that Little Richard?" So I'm about to show you what Little Richard do. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, then. If that's what it is, then y'all come on with it. Y'all ready? Sit it ta 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 ta. Sit it ta 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 ta. Zoom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. Zoom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta ta. In the words of Little Richard, shut up. Zoom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom doom ta 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 doom ta doom ta doom T2P. Check me out. T2P. Check me out. Shut up. look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. It's another Monday. It's the Thought to Ponder, and I am so happy to see all of you. Go ahead and show me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Y'all over in TikTok, tap the middle of that screen and let me know that you're in the building. I see some comments already about tipping. We're going to get into it in just a moment. Yes, tap that screen. Tap that screen. Look, I don't care what you're sending. Tap it. There you go. Hey, look, and for those of you over here, look. All right. You know what? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into the thought. So tonight's thought, we're going to talk about tips and tipping. Tips and tipping. So here's the age-old debate on whether or not you should tip or whether or not good service is a reason for you to tip. Some people believe that you should just tip regardless. So let's talk about it, right? So tips and tipping, okay? There are certain jobs out there, there are certain industries where tips are warranted, right? Y'all with me? Okay. There are some jobs out there, there are some places out there where tips are warranted. But I want to read a little something first, a little edumacation, because I'm on the fifth floor. Little edumacation. So, did you know? Did you know? Did you know that tipping originated in Europe? Did you know? Some of you don't know. Look. See, here's the thing. We always want to say that everything is American. It's American this, it's American that, it's American as apple pie. But a lot of things that we have today come from other places, other cultures, other civilizations. So we have all of these things here in like a melting pot. But here's a little education part, right? Tipping originated in Europe. and it was imported back to the United States by American travelers eager to seem sophisticated. Hold on, hold on. And y'all can Google this. You can Google this. This is on Google. The practice spread throughout the country after the Civil War as U.S. employers, largely in the hospitality sector, looked for ways to avoid paying formerly enslaved workers. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Did you know? Did you know that tipping became popular in the United States because restaurant owners didn't want to pay Black workers after the ratification of the 15th Amendment? Now, for those of you who like to go and research and look up the 15th Amendment, right? See, here's the thing. We always talk about tips and tipping. So sometimes it's a double-edged sword because basically tips were brought about so that they did not have to pay enslaved workers. So you pay them hardly any wages whatsoever, and then they have to make a living off of their tips. Have you all been to a restaurant? Right? Restaurants are good for it. Have you all been to like I don't know, a place where you've been to these nice restaurants or these hotels where they have people working in the bathroom? Been there, done that? Tips. Tips. So people are working for tips. So what happened is that all of a sudden you are able to go, after being a slave, you are able to go and get work. But another way for them not to pay you is to sit up here and give you a wage of, I don't know, pennies, right? But you work for tips. Okay? Now, tipping has changed over the years. It's changed over the years. Y'all know I got a story. I got a story. So because of the way tipping started, people thought that it was mandated that you tip a worker because they were paying them less than nothing. So I've been to restaurants where people are getting paid $2 an hour, right? Because they make their living off of tips. That's how it works. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, look at how this came to be. Look at the racist overtones or undertones of it, of how it came to be. So sometimes we have to really look at what's going on, okay? We have to look at what's happening. Now, I know that was back then, and this is now. I get that. However, sometimes you have to really think about what it is. Now, again, Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Now, here's another. Did you know? Here's another. Did you know? Hey, Casey. Here's another. Did you know? So, how much should you tip? How much should you tip? So this is what I want to ask. I want to ask you all, how much should you tip? Y'all tell me how much you should tip. Really quickly, how much should you tip? Talk to me. Talk to me. Somebody put something down in the comments. How much should you tip? I want to know. Come on. Okay, I got some 15%. Okay, cool. How much should you tip? Anybody? Somebody? All right. So it says that 15% is appropriate for average service. For average service. 20% if your server is above average. You should feel free to tip above 20% if you receive excellent service. If you receive poor service, it is better to talk to the manager than skip on the tip. Do you all agree with that? Do you all agree with that? See, here's my theory. And I know that I just talked about how after slavery, the slaves were to get jobs and a way for them to be able to not pay them was for them to work for tips. So they would pay them less than nothing, no wages, right? And we all know about minimum wage. We all know about all of those things. Will it say $5 to start, depending on the spot? That, you know what? That's it. But let me talk to you all real quick. It has become something other than what it was back then, right? You wanted to tip your waitress, your waiter, your people in the hospitality field because they were doing a job for you. They were doing a job for you. And tipping is, if you are given great service, then you tip accordingly, right? But here's where I have the problem, right? Because I have been around, and I got a story real quick. I have been around where people have said you should tip anyways. It was bad service. There was no communication. There wasn't anything going on. I came all this way for A1 service, and I got nothing. And so I should tip them, right? So a friend of mine said, we went out one night. Y'all ready for the story? Y'all ready? Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Tap the middle of that screen over there on TikTok. Y'all come talk to me. So me and some friends went out one night, right? And we went to this restaurant, nice restaurant. And the restaurant was nice. It was booming. It was a lot of people there, everything like that. And so our waiter basically just kind of shunned us the whole night. Like, came to take our order, didn't take everybody's order, didn't bring the right food, didn't do none of this. And we were not complaining. Nobody was complaining because we all have worked. We all have been in the hospitality arena. We know how it goes, right? So, and me and my friends, we don't do that. We don't pop off. We don't do none of that kind of stuff because I used to work in the restaurant industry and fast food. And I know you can get a dog walk burger real quick, right? You can get a dog walk a plate of food real quick. Y'all know what I mean by dog walk. Y'all know. Oops, it fell on the floor, but it's still put on the bun. Oops. Oh, those tomatoes went behind the boiler. Oh, but I'm going to still give it to you. Come on. Y'all know how it goes. So anyways, we're there, right? We're there. And the guy is basically not paying us any attention, not doing anything like that. And so it came down time for us to get the ticket, right? Now it's about 5 or 6 of us. So they've already added in the tip, gratuity. So we're like, okay, no problem. We still are going to pay, we still are going to tip accordingly. Well, he didn't give us good customer service, period. Right? So people were like, okay, well, we're going to tip him, but we're not going to tip him a lot because he didn't give us good customer service. One of my friends said, y'all, that's not right. That's not right. He's doing a job. It's not his fault that the restaurant was packed. It's not his fault that he didn't do this. It's not his fault. Well, whose fault is it? Is it mine? So I'm supposed to reward you for not giving me good customer service. That's what I'm supposed to do. Is that what you're telling me? Because I don't mind tipping. But the point is, I went for service. And if service wasn't given, then why am I tipping? Come on, y'all. Follow me. Follow me. So the friend got upset and was like, I can't believe y'all are doing this. I can't believe y'all are. What are we doing? We paying the bill. We already paying gratuity because there's 5 or 6 of us already at this table. But he did not give good customer service. Now, according to Google and what they're saying basically that if you received poor service, it's better to talk to the manager than skip on the tip. Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know? I did not. I did not tip him. I did not tip him. Look, my friend was going off, going on. Y'all don't understand. He's only getting paid $2 an hour. He's doing this and doing that. Now, I'm going to be the devil's advocate for just a moment, right? Now, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Okay, this is thought to ponder, but I want to be true tonight because I need to talk about this. So she was like going da 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 da, and I said, did he not apply for that job? Is he not working at the job? Does he not know what the job entails? So you can pop off at the mouth all you want, but here's the thing. Why am I tipping you for something that you didn't do? You understand what I'm saying? Now, I get it. But here's the thing. If you work in a hospitality field, every table is not going to be a tip table. Every table is not going to be able to pay your rent or pay your light bill. You feel what I'm saying? And so a lot of people were like, well, Titan, that's wrong. That's bad. No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. What you mean is wrong? Because if you come to me for service, so I'm gonna flip it. You come to me for service and Titan gives you horrible service, then what you gonna do? You gonna tip Titan? You gonna give him a nice old crispy $10, $20 bill because he had bad customer service? I think not. I think not. And then I don't understand, why am I sitting here going through his whole life history or story about a tip? You provide good customer service. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If he would have provided the bare minimum, I would have tipped him. But what you're not going to do, friend or not, you're not going to sit up here and tell me what I should do with my money, who I should tip. Oh, that's not right. I've worked in the field. I understand it. I get it. And sometimes people are just mean and nasty just because they mean and nasty. But that's not my responsibility. My responsibility is not to know that you're working 3 jobs. My responsibility is not to know that you got kids at home and you barely paying your rent. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to reward you or tip you for good customer service. And you didn't give that to me. So I'm not giving you a tip for poor service. And yes, we'll still talk to the manager, but that doesn't mean that I have to do that. Now, if we flip it and take it back to slavery, when people were trying to get jobs and make ends meet, and the whole thing, the system was designed so that you could not make money. They didn't have to pay you for what it is that you were doing. Yes, tip was warranted. Tip was warranted. Okay, Willie, what you say? If they felt that strong about it, they should speak to their HR and get them a job where they work. You're right. Here was my thing. My thing was, okay, Casey, my thing was, you go ahead and tip. You tip them. Well, why would I tip them when it's your bill? Well, then you just said the magic word, your. It was my bill. Miss me with that. Miss me with that. I'm not rewarding, because I guarantee you, if you would come to my establishment, you would come to whatever it is that I'm doing, and I did the wrong thing or I did a bad thing, you're going to let me know it. You're going to let me know it. And you're going to make sure that I know it. That's not a tip. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that if you go somewhere and you get service, good service, period, you should tip. But here's the thing. Have you watched your tickets lately? Look at your receipts when you get them. They already tell you what type of tip you should give. Now, here's the thing. It says 15% is appropriate. What if I don't have 15% to give? Are you going to deny my tip? You're not going to take my tip? You feel what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all talk to me. So you're going to deny my tip? You're not going to take the tip? So if I don't have 15% to give you, come on. If I don't have 15% to give you, hey. Yeah, 14%. No, but it says 15% is appropriate for average service. For average service, 15% is appropriate for average. That's it. So no matter how much you spend, if you spend $5, average service, you should give 15% of that $5 as a tip. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to argue with anybody tonight. I'm just doing a little education. I'm just talking about tips versus tipping. Now, here's the thing. I tip all the time. And sometimes if it's real busy, it's crazy, it's all of this good stuff like that, I tip because I see how chaotic it is. So I'm not tripping. Y'all with me? But you do not give me bad customer service. You do not give me non-existent customer service, and I'm going to tip you. That's not how that works. That's not how that's going to work. That's not how that's going to work. So I want to let you know tonight, look, ladies and gentlemen, tips versus tipping. Who tipping? Who tipping? Y'all talk to me tonight. Talk to me tonight and let me know. Let me know what you think about that. Because I want you to let me know what you think about what I just said. Am I right for not tipping him? Am I wrong for not tipping him? Should I have tipped him? What should I have done? Because my friend at the time, matter of fact, we're no longer friends. My friend at the time, she felt I was downright wrong. But she was doing all the complaining about the waiter and his non-existent service. I know, y'all. I know. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, the hospitality arena is still doing the same thing these days. When you go to restaurants, when you go to country kitchens, when you go to Italian this, all this stuff, they're still doing the same thing, right? The wages are $2. It's not even minimum wage. You with me? But it is still at your discretion on whether or not you want to tip. It is not mandated. It is not mandatory. It is not something that you have to do. It is still up to you whether or not you want to do that. Would you say, Willie? I've been to the spot that had bad service that already includes the tip for a party of 4 and has a history of locking doors. And that's why when I go, I only get one. Wait, leave that up. Take that back up. Wait. Hold on. What spot you going to? Because look, have me and you rolled to this spot before? Because I need to know, because talking about locking doors. Who locking doors? Who locking doors? It's about to go down. Hold on. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Tip. That's a sip. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I have been places. I have tipped people. When I saw, like, there was this waitress, I went to, I want to say Hooters one time, and there was this waitress that was being harassed by the other table. They were giving her a hard time, back and forth, up and down, and I literally tipped her because they were giving her a hard time. Like, they would not let up on her. They just really, 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 really treated her bad. And I kept saying, why are they doing her like that? Like, why they do? So sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to always be a tip like that. But here's my tip from a good old show called Sanford and Son, right? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? Baby, Esther told Fred, she said, you want a tip? I'll give you a tip. Don't eat egg salad on a roller coaster, sucker. No, just kidding. Look, ladies and gentlemen, tip versus tipping, right? That's my story. Look, if you feel like you want to tip, then you tip. If you feel like tipping is not for you, then you don't tip. But here's my thing. It's up to you whether or not you should tip or not. It is not mandatory. It is not mandated, right? But if they give you service, then you tip them for the service. But if they give you non-existent service, then you don't tip them for the service. This type of thing here is what kills me. You said made news a few years back, have to get the article. Yes. No, it has been an ongoing thing. Like, people always talk about tips or tipping. People have had arguments. People have fought over whether or not you should tip or not. I'm not telling you don't tip, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying that it is totally up to you. It's you. It's you. Whether or not you tip or you tipping, whether or not you do whatever that's it. But a lot of times people will tell you that you must, that you should, that you are less of a person if you don't. Okay, Casey? I feel you on that. That type of thing, right? What? Wait. Was this the one with the Oh no, I thought this was the one. Okay, so Willie put a link up, and basically it says that a fisherman locks the patrons in the restaurant over a tip dispute. Like over a tip dispute. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick, and then we're gonna go to commercial, right? I was at Sonic one time, and while I was at Sonic, the guy came out. This is back when they were still on roller skates or something like that. But anyway, the guy came out to give me my food, and then he was like, "Oh, so you're not gonna tip me?" I'm supposed to say, "Why?" So I no, no, I drove up. Actually, I didn't drive up. I drove through the drive-through. That's what it was. I was driving. I was in the drive-through, and the guy comes out. You know how when the drive-through gets a long line, they they have them walk out the door and get you your food so that the line can keep moving. And he was like, "Oh, so you're not gonna tip me?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, I got two kids at home, and I got this and that." And y'all look, y'all know I'm not that type of person. But ain't no, bruh, that's not my problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came to get me something to eat. What? And then you're gonna talk about you got two kids at home and you got this and you got that, bruh. Miss me with that move. Because I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I have been there. I have been at the top. I've been at the bottom. I've been in the middle. I've been a little rich. Wait a minute. How Stephanie Mills said, I've been up and I've been down. I have my. Oh, that was Stephanie Mills. Anyways, he was going on. And so come to find out, he was doing everybody like that. Every car he went to, giving them their sob story. And it's just the same thing as somebody standing on the corner and then asking for money. You understand what I'm saying? So again, let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all tip if you want to. Tip at your discretion. Tip when you feel that you should tip. Don't let nobody tell you that you got to do anything. You ain't got to do shit, but be and die. That's all you got to do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, let's go ahead on. We got to pay some bills. I'm going to head to this commercial. And then when we get back, we're going to ponder HIV. I got something for you for that. All right, go ahead on and run that beautiful bean footage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we back. We paid some bills. We paid some bills. Look, so I was going over some of the comments on my TikTok, and a lot of people were agreeing and saying that you don't have to tip. But this is an age-old discussion. This is an age-old battle. Look, ladies and gentlemen, y'all do you. Do you. But here's my thing. If you get great customer service, good customer service, you get customer service, then I say you tip them. But if you get bad customer service, non-existent customer service, they don't know what the heck they doing, they just messing up all over it. That's it. That's it. That part right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into this pondering HIV. I got something for you. I got something for you. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. Okay, so on pondering HIV, sometimes I'm going to get a little deep for a second, right? Are you open to receiving tips? Now I'm gonna flip it. Now, here it is, we're talking about monetary tips and things like that. But a lot of times, what happens is that we're not open to receiving tips. Now, I want to tell you something as a Black gay man who is HIV positive. I've been HIV positive for 16 years. And I want to tell you that in the beginning, I was not open to receiving tips. Y'all hold on, hold on a second. I was not open to receiving tips because I didn't know what was going on in my world. I didn't know what was happening. I was deaf. I was denial. I was depression. I didn't know what was happening. And there was some people out there that was trying to give me tips on how to live and how to be, and I couldn't do it. Right? The doctor walked in and said you had AIDS and walked out of the room. I didn't know what was going on in my world. I didn't know if I was going to live or die. I didn't know what was happening. So I wasn't open to receiving tips, right? Y'all follow me on this. Come on, y'all. Show me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Tap the middle of that screen over there on TikTok. I want you to understand where I'm at. I wasn't open to receiving tips, right? Because people were telling me that I was going to be okay, but in that moment, I thought I was dead. You feel me? So I wasn't open to receiving tips. People kept saying, "Oh, you're going to make it through." And I kept saying, "No, I'm not. You don't understand the pain that's in my body right now. You don't get it. You don't see how people are looking at me." I wasn't open to receiving tips. And then it was a point of, at one point, I didn't look as if I was sick. So what I need your tips for? So I want to talk to whoever this is right here, here, here. I want to talk to you and tell you, are you open to receiving tips? Because sometimes HIV comes on you like the plague, right? And you're not ready for it. It wreaks havoc on your life. It shuts you down mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And you're not ready for it. You feel what I'm saying? But I wasn't open to receiving those tips. And I want to talk to you tonight about being open to receiving those tips. Yes, indeed. I'm with you. I'm with you. It was rough. I mean, the doc basically said just that. But see, here's the thing. I don't think if I wouldn't have had that experience that I'd be where I'm at today, speaking to people the way I speak to people and giving them tips the way that I do, right? So tonight we're talking about tips and tipping. Here's the reality of it, right? Most of the time, nobody wants to give you tips because they feel like it's your own issue, it's your own problem. But I'm here to tell you, I'm here to give you tips because somebody thought enough of my life to give me a tip. Somebody tipped me in the right direction. Somebody tipped me with those soothing words. Somebody tipped me and told me that I was going to live and I was going to be. So are you open to receiving tips? You got to be open. You got to be open to understanding. You got to be open to doing your research. You got to be open to understand that HIV is not a death sentence. But you got to be open to that and understand where you fall in that. And understand where you fall in that. You got to educate yourself on HIV. You can't just sit here and say, "Oh, well, it doesn't affect me or affect me because I don't have to deal with it." No, 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 no. Educate yourself on that because here's the reality. If it's not affecting you or affecting you in any kind of way right now, you know somebody. You know somebody. Okay, y'all, thank y'all for the hearts. You know somebody. Do you? And if you don't know nobody tonight, you know me. Tonight, you know me. So the tip is that you can live a long and healthy life, but you got to be smart about your diagnosis. You have to understand your diagnosis. So tonight, I'm giving out tips. I'm giving out tips tonight. Look, I don't care if your customer service was bad or not, but if you're HIV positive and if you're not HIV positive and you're a friend of somebody who's HIV positive, I'm giving out tips. And here go the tips. Here go the tips. Be there. Reassure the person that they are loved. Reassure them that they're going to live. Be there for them. Those are the tips. Do your research. Know what the research, know what HIV is for that person. And then for yourself. Know what's going on. But see, I wouldn't have been nowhere near here if somebody wouldn't have gave me some tips. You feel me? Okay, Titan, stop doing that. Okay, Titan, don't do that. Okay, Titan, get somewhere and sit down. Get somewhere and sit down. Titan, do you know what your diagnosis is? Yeah, the doctor said, Do you know what that means? Do you know what AIDS is? Do you know what HIV is? Do you know what a CD4 cell is or a CD4 count is? Do you know what a viral load is? I'm talking to all of y'all. I'm talking to all of y'all. These are the tips. This is how you start the process. This is how you start receiving those tips. Do you know? Do you know? Okay, Casey, you live and you learn. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat on the thought to ponder. Y'all know I don't sugarcoat. I'm going to tell you, I was not trying to hear no tips. I wasn't trying to get no tips. I don't care how much it was. What I need that for? And then I'm going to tell y'all something else. Y'all didn't come to me before it happened. Y'all didn't warn me and give me no tips before it happened. But I'm a grown man. I should understand. I should know. You're right. So I had to get past that. The denial, the depression, the death. I had to get past that and receive these tips. So tonight I'm giving you tips. Tonight I'm giving you tips. Tonight I want you to know that HIV is not a death sentence. Tip. Tonight I want you to know that a CD4 count is how many cells you have. That's a CD4 count, right? Y'all stay with me. Your viral load is how many replica or how many copies of the virus you have in your system. Oh, we finna talk real basic, fifth flow. We finna talk real basic because we don't need to use all those big words. We ain't got to use all of that. Here's the tip. Basic, the basics. Know that if you're HIV positive, you're not dying. You're not dying. Come on, you're not dying. We got to come together and we got to get it right. That's the first tip. Understand that you're not dying. Tip one. We're going to go back over it again. Tip one. Number two, you got to get into treatment and understand that your body is going to change. Your mind is going to change physically, mentally, emotionally. You're going to change. That's the tip. Number three, you're going to have to acknowledge that you're HIV positive. You're going to have to acknowledge that your life is different now. And four, understand what that means. Understand what a CD4 count is. Understand what a viral load is. Understand what can happen to you if you don't treat yourself, if you don't get into treatment. Understand what can happen. And again, if you don't know nobody else that's HIV positive tonight, you know me. And the tip is, we can't play the game. You can't play the game if you don't know how to play it. You can't play the game if you've never read the instructions. Tip. You can't play the game if you've never been through nothing. Tip. Okay, Casey, you live and you learn. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to go deep like that, but I'm telling you, there are people out there right now that are suffering with HIV because they think that they have done the worst. They think that they should die. They think that they should not be living. They think that they are tainted and they are damaged goods and they can never have love. They can never live. They can never be. And that is so far from the truth. Tip. We are tipping tonight. Tonight, we're tipping. I want y'all to keep tipping. Tonight, I want you to look at your friend. I want you to call a friend. I want you to text a friend. I want you to understand that a friend is living with HIV, thriving with HIV. And if you don't know nobody, you know me tonight. You know me tonight. The tips were few and far in between. But when they started tipping, it saved me. It saved me. Somebody thought enough of me to let their cat out the bag, right? To put their business on Front Street so that I could live. And I want to do the same thing for you. So again, I don't know who this is for right here and right there, but whoever this is for tonight, I want you to know that the tip, right, is that you are beautiful. The tip is that you should be here. The tip is that you deserve life. The tip is that you are not dying. You are not dead. Kick that to the curb. And when they start tipping you, when they start giving you a good old $1, $5, $20 worth of knowledge, listen. Because now they tipping. They want to make sure that you're good. I hope I didn't go too strong, y'all, right then. But there's somebody watching this tonight. There's somebody that's going to be watching it later on. There's somebody that's listening to me right now that doesn't know whether or not they are coming or going. They don't know whether or not they should get up or sit down. They don't know whether or not they should live or just let the disease take its course. And I'm here to tell you that there's life after diagnosis. There's life after being diagnosed with HIV. That's the tip, and we tip it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, woo, yeah. All right, y'all. Look, come on. Show me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Come on, TikTok. Tap the middle of that screen right there for me, TikTok. Come on. Show me that you love me. Show me that you love me. Look, ladies and gentlemen. I know sometimes I make light. I know sometimes I may act a fool. I may crack a joke here or there. But life is precious. And you deserve life. Just because you're HIV positive, it doesn't mean that you deserve death. You are here for a reason. It took me a long time to understand that HIV was my purpose. It took me a long time to understand that I was not just saved just to be saved, right? And when I say saved, I mean I didn't die. You feel me? That's my tip. My tip and the tipping that's been coming is that I have been around to help people through the very thing that I thought that I was going to die from. Tips and tipping. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. All right, Kwame, let's go ahead on and get to this final thought because I think I done already tapped into it. It's a sip. I don't care what none of y'all say. It's a sip. Here's my final thought. It's tipping for you. It's tipping for you. Is it for you? And the answer should be yes. Tipping is for you. We cannot let our people, we cannot let our brothers, we cannot let our sisters, we cannot let our friends and our family, we cannot let them just sit over there and dwindle. We can't let them be stagnant like old stinky water. We can't let them be in their minds and thinking that suicide is it. We can't let them go. But here's what I want to say to you tonight. When you go over to help, when you're going over to tip, when you're going over because you're tipping, I want to tip into you. I want to give you some tips. I want to give you that love, that understanding, that knowledge, right? That research. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot fight the battle if you don't even know what the war is. You feel me? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to tell you anything other than what you already know. But we just can't let people just die just because. We can't let people think that they're dead just because. Come on. Tips, come on. Keep tipping. Keep tipping. And I want to say this to whoever this is right here, over here on my TikTok. And y'all too, but my spirit is moving me over here. Whoever you are, and you're talking to the person, and the person is not responding to you, you know what I'm saying? And the person is not listening to you, I want you to know that they're listening. I want you to know that they hear you. Keep talking to them. Keep talking to them. Whoever this is over here, I want you to know that the person hears you, the person sees you, they understand what you're doing, but keep talking to them. And then I want to talk to those that are dealing with HIV, those that are HIV positive. Stop running from your friends. You have somebody in your corner, but you can't keep running. They're trying to tip you. They're trying to give you a tip, and you keep running. You don't want to call them. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to visit with them because you're afraid of what they're going to say about your diagnosis and your status. Now, I don't know who it was for. I hope I didn't hit nobody's nerves. Well, let me back up. I hope I did, because we got to keep tipping. We got to keep making sure that people understand that life is precious. And there's no room for us to give up. There's no room for us to say that we're done and it's over. There's no room for that. Yes, acknowledge it. Oh, it was a bunch of crap. Oh, I felt bad. Oh, it made me feel certain kind. Acknowledge it. But what I want you to do, in the words of Aaliyah, I want you to get up and I want you to dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Thought to Ponder. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I joke and I play, but this is serious and this is near and dear to my heart, right? I love you for who you are. I love you for what you bring to the table. Don't let nobody take that from you. You deserve to be here. HIV is just another disease, a virus. That's it. That's it. Okay? So I want you to make sure that you understand the tip tonight, and what you're tipping with is that you deserve to be here. Your life is precious. I don't care what nobody says. And again, if you don't know nobody that's HIV positive, you know me. You know me. Come talk to me. Let's talk about some tips. Let's see what we can actually do. Let's see if we can help your friend, your family member, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncles, because it's affecting and affecting everybody. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Okay, Casey. Look. Okay, Sheba, you saw it? You saw it? Y'all saw my shirt? Y'all saw my shirt? That. Okay, Casey. I was about to say, come on, I'm talking to good shit. Okay. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. I appreciate you. I just want to make sure that we carve out a niche. We carve out some space in this universe, and we let people know that they don't deserve death. Death is not something. You did not come to this earth. You did not come to this universe. You did not come to this space and this time to be labeled as dead. I'm going to say it one more time for those in the mezzanine area. You did not come to this earth. You did not come to this universe. You did not come to this space and time continuum to be labeled as dead. Your life is precious. You were put on this earth for a reason. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to figure out what the reason is, but yeah, you were put on this earth for a reason. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to quit going on, but I want to give y'all one more good old sip, okay? Let's see what my TikTok said. Oh, no, I'm not sick. Look, here's the thing. Okay, no, I get it. We don't. And then he said, are you sick? No judgment. We love you regardless. No, I'm not sick. I have been undetectable for the last 14 years. But what I want to make sure that people understand, right, is that it's possible to live a long, healthy life, thriving life, prosperous life. HIV is not a death sentence. It's not what it used to be. That's what we're here for. All right, y'all. Let me get this sip in, and then we're going to get on up out of here. Here go. Y'all got y'all drink? Y'all ready? Okay, all right. Oh. I want to thank y'all for coming in every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Y'all come check me out. And now I'm over here on TikTok Live. I see my peoples over there on TikTok. Y'all tap the middle of that screen. Let me see some more hearts and some thumbs before we get out of here. Now look, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Titan Capri, and this is a Thought to Ponder. Every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, I need you to come check me out. Come check me out. Come check me out. It's the Thought to Ponder, y'all. Peace and blessings to you. Until next time.